Good afternoon, everyone. It's Tanya of Cute and Cuddly Nursery. I have Summer Rain here. She's looking pretty good. But I'm thinking her arms need more red. That's what I was thinking when I was looking at her earlier. A little fuzz on her. There we go. So her arms are a little pale, so I was thinking another layer of red on her arms. I'm just gonna go through and add like some splotchy skin, and I didn't want anyone to miss out on what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna grab my cadmium red here. This is golden fluid paint. And my usual brush. I washed everything, but I didn't make it super clean. So I don't know what it is about the ceramic, but this paint really likes to attach itself to it. So I'm just taking a little bit of burnt umber, if it'll focus on it. There we go, burnt umber. Also golden paint, and I'm just adding in a touch just to make it a deeper red. And then when I'm happy with that, I'm just grabbing another touch. Then I'm going to add a little bit of water and then mix that as well. And I washed my sponge, but I think last time I must have left it. I forgot to rinse it out. So here is my red color. And see, it's like a deeper red. I'm not really sure what color to say. But I don't want to fill it in. I put about half water. And so you can see how thin or thick that is, so it's not too dark of a color, I guess, so to speak. I've thinned it out with water. And then I need my catch-all sponge. I'm gonna get all those other brushes out of there. So I'm gonna get my catch-all sponge wet. So it's not like super wet, but it's damp. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, actually I want a leg first. I like to start with the legs. And make sure I'm in frame. I tried to move the camera so that it's sees me. And it's kind of like where I'm sitting. Usually I have the window behind me and not beside me like it is right now, but I think for everyone to be able to see what I'm doing and the lighting to work better, yeah, I've got it. Got the camera behind me and the window to my right. So it'll work best for everybody else to see that way, but normally, like I said, I face away from the window and then I have it cast over my shoulder. And it's a bit of an overcast day today, but I think it's bright enough that I can paint. I'm not doing too much, so I'm just adding a little bit more color to her is all. And then I like to have the other limb just to compare what they look like. So no red, or red wasn't added to that one, but the red was added to this one. So you can see this one's more peachy because of the without the red. So I may even want to do a purple layer, but I'm not sure yet. Thinking about it. Okay, so I just grabbed her little arm and I'm just gonna add more there as well. If you hear Marty really loud today, he is underneath my table here. Always nearby. Somewhere. I'm gonna have to reload my sponge with paint because it seems to not have enough. Okay, so compare with the other arm and see that I added enough, I guess. It's hard to tell. There's a hair on there. I don't know, they look pretty much the same to me. The next thing to do is to compare with the leg that I just added color to, and you can see that the leg has a lot more color, so we're gonna do another layer. And like I said, it could be because I didn't have enough paint on the sponge here, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more. I don't like the big spots of paint, so let's try to get rid of those. And now the heat is on as well. The furnace just kicked in, so gotta kind of work a little faster with that. Oops. Rolled right off there, that's okay. Okay, so I'm seeing a bit more pattern now, so that's good. So the leg and the arm, I don't know if you can tell, they look similar, same, whatever you want to call it. So just gonna put those down. Oh, I cut my finger on some tape, I think it got me, or wrapping paper, but it did not feel good. And now it's like kind of burning because I keep moving my finger around, and I should have put a band-aid on it, but it didn't bleed very much, so it's all good. It just kind of like has that like burn itch kind of feel to it. I think we're pretty much done with our Christmas stuff. I like to make homemade stuff for people as well at Christmas time, so I do need to make some cookies of some sort still. I was thinking of thumbprint cookies. I have a recipe that I really like. And then my daughter's birthday party was last weekend, and so I made some strawberry reduction, which is basically strawberry jam. And for her cake, because she wanted a strawberry cake, and so adding the strawberry reduction to the batter, and then also to the between the cakes as well. It was really good, actually. I can't say I had very much. I just had like a bite because it's not keto, but I wanted to taste it. And it was good. Okay, those look good to me too. Hopefully my head's not in the way. I'm trying to like stay leaned over, so my back's kind of killing me, but it's all worth it for everybody, as long as everybody can see what's happening. So I'm gonna add more paint to this, just in case, because I don't want it to be not enough again, and then I have to add another layer. So I'm hoping that one go around, but if we have to do two, that's fine, like the other arm. And so I have this strawberry reduction, so I thought I could make some cookies, and then for some people already, some I won't. I'll see at Christmas time, everybody else, but some family I am going to see sooner than that. So I'm thinking I'll use that strawberry reduction for the thumbprint cookies in the middle, the jam in the middle. And then I also like to take just simple like icing sugar or whatever and drizzle. It's just icing sugar or confectioner sugar. Little bit of, I add butter because I like the taste of it, and then a little bit of vanilla and milk or heavy whipping cream. I mostly use heavy whipping cream for everything now, doing keto, but I'm gonna drizzle some of that on top. Yeah, we need another red layer, so yeah, and I think that'll be really tasty too. It'll be hard not to eat a cookie, but I gotta try a bite anyway. I'm sure my kids will be there for taste testing as usual, but my husband doesn't like that sort of thing. He's more into peanut butter and chocolate. Doesn't like cookies except for like oatmeal chocolate chip or chocolate chip in general, brownies, that kind of thing. He likes kind of like the chocolatey stuff or peanut butter. I don't know, the thumbprint cookies are really good and I love them, but I sadly can't have any. And I haven't found like a good keto like cookie recipe. They all taste the same. I'm not sure how to explain it. Like, I don't really like the monk fruit, erythritol, sugar, when it's been like cooked or whatever. It's fine if it's warm or if it's extremely cold, but I find room temperature is weird. I don't know. The taste isn't very good to me. I'm just trying to see if these two match. That looks good, so I need to make sure that matches the leg as well. That looks good, I think. Okay. So I'm not sure if I should add anything to her face or not. This is how she's looking. I do need to darken the lip line a bit more on the bottom. And maybe across the eyelid a little bit. I don't want to put too much paint, so I'm just I added a little bit of water from my rinse water, and then just to thin down the paint a bit. Oh, and I do want to add purple, like, along her eyelids, or like, not, or maybe, blue along her eyelids. So I don't want too much paint down here, but I just want it on top of her eyelids a bit. I think that's already red there, I'm not sure. There. Yeah, so I need to add more red to her lip line there. And then add a little bit more to her chin as well. And then her cheeks. And probably the insides of her ears, just to give her that newborn, fresh ear look, where they're more red. So hopefully my head's not in here. If it is, I might have to scrap the video, but hopefully it's okay. I haven't been checking to see if I'm properly in here. Trying to decide if I want to add a little more red maybe to her head as well. Okay, so I'll put that down. Pull my sleeves back. Now that I was freezing this morning when I was just sitting and doing folding the laundry. And then of course now that I'm not doing the laundry anymore. I'm sitting right next to the heat vent though, but it is hot. But that's probably just because I'm sitting next to the heat vent, like I said. Sorry, I'm not very chatty right now. I'm just trying to concentrate on painting. I don't want the eyebrow to be too red there. Just want it above. And a piece of sponge on there. Poor little thing. I don't see much pattern on the top of her head, but she is gonna have rooted hair. So you won't even see it anyway, but I just like to make sure everything's uniform anyway. There we go. Now she's more red than her arm. She's more yellow on her head. If you see, her arm is more yellow than her head is, so I think I want to do just a little bit of a yellow layer on her head. And then hopefully she'll be ready for the next step, which I'm not really sure. I want to do kind of like a purple, I think. So, but I'm not, like I said, not too sure. So this is primary yellow, golden fluid. I'm thinking about getting a different yellow, like a more toned down, not so super bright yellow, but not for like a little while. So I don't need very much. I just put a little bit on the brush there. So I don't need very much because I'm only doing her head. And now I need to rinse my sponge. That's gonna turn my rinse water red. That's okay. Squeaky brakes. I don't know if you heard that. Ouch. Seems like, well, during this time of year, everybody's brakes are squeaky. That red out of here so I don't accidentally grab red instead of yellow, because I want to just do yellow right now. Okay, alright, come over here. Check for spiders again. And then I just, like I said, I always start at the back of the head. And just kind of go crazy. Now you don't want too like dark of paint, you want it pretty thin because you don't want to see much color change when painting. Subtle, nice like blending of colors. So I've seen some babies that people have made and yeah, you can see like every color and it's like, no, you shouldn't see that much. It should just be nice transparent color, you know. But, you know, I get it. I don't like stripping babies either. And to tell people like I would start it or restart like completely, I would strip it and start over. It's kind of, I know, disheartening for them to hear. I know some people will say, oh, just do this or do that, but I don't know. In a lot of instances, I think it's just safer to start over. Because there's some times where you can't correct whatever it was or whatever's wrong, you know. Like if you made the veins too dark, for instance, I think that would be a start over. At least for me. I feel like she needs some red at the bottom there. Of her, like under her chin area. So I think I'll do that a little bit of red. See how that goes. I'm gonna have to change my rinse water. I normally would by now, but like I said, I don't have like a pause button for my camera. So, and instead of like, I use my Canon, it's a Rebel SL2, I believe. It's the smaller of the Canons. And I like it because it's lighter weight and everything. I had a T3i before. And I'm just adding more red since I have red on my brush. Yeah, it's been a good camera. We did get a video camera years ago when my daughter was about to be born. And then, of course, I haven't used it for videos like this at all. I prefer just to use my Canon cameras. But like I said, it'd be nice to be able to pause and like get up and go, like for instance, I didn't bring my water over, so it'd be nice to like be able to jump up and go grab my water, which I have no idea where I left it. And then, you know, come right back and then be able to unpause and carry on. But unfortunately, I don't have that. And I don't want to use my like cell phone because it's not the, you know, the best either. Especially for videos, so for now this will do. Not too much red there on her face either. Just trying to see if it's like a shadow or actually there. I think it's just a shadow. Okay, so I need to paint the inside of her nose too, but I think I'll add just a little color on this crease here as well to add a little bit more color to her. Alright, what was I going to do? Her nose. Inside of her nose. Let's see. So I just grabbed another brush, so I'm just brushing the inside and then trying to get out any excess paint. I hope this is in far enough everybody can see what I'm doing. I always worry about that. And I do watch my videos when I upload them or after I've uploaded them actually. Oh, and while on the subject of uploading, there is that now you have to say whether your video is made for kids or not. And I'm like so confused because it's like I never thought about kids watching my videos because it's I don't know, it's not really, you know, I'd say my channel would be fine for kids, but I don't know, like, I wouldn't say that they're directed, the videos are directed to kids at all. I never, like, have the thought of, like, this is a video for kids, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure, like, if I should make my whole channel say not for kids or, you know, one by one videos. Like, the videos I've had to upload recently, I say not for kids, not made for kids. Because it's not. Like I said, I'm not talking like it's for kids. And it's, you know, this is an adult hobby, I think. I mean, these dolls aren't made for kids, you know. So, you know, I've always seen my audience more as like, you know, 15 and up. Or at least that's what I would aim for the audience to be, I guess. So, yeah, I don't really know what to do about that otherwise. But hopefully I'm going the right way with it and saying not made for children. I know there was something about, like, if you don't put the right thing, you could lose your channel and then also have to have a fine, like, they can fine you like $43,000? Something like that. And, oh, I'm sorry, but I don't have $43,000 lying around. And that's like per video, I heard, too. So I'm just kind of like, if I end up doing videos for my silicone painting, I might put them there. So I'm just not sure yet what to do. I'm not that comfortable with silicone yet to actually have like videos, I guess, either. I've painted 4 and I'm gonna be on my 5th soon, and I'm excited for that and all, but yeah, I just don't know. Not ready for you know, the videos yet, I don't think. A little bit more color on her chin. Oh, my phone. I'm gonna have to put it like away from me so I'm not so distracted by it. So I don't want to be distracted by it, but it's like I gotta look at it because it's right there. Okay, it's almost time for me to go for the day, but okay, so how are these two looking? I think her arm is still more yellow. Excuse me. So I'm gonna add another round of yellow. I definitely need new paper towels. When I start another set of babies, I'll have new paper towels, but my next ones up are actually gonna be Genesis heat set babies. So that's gonna be interesting. I hope it stays warm outside so I can put my oven out there still, because I do not want that in here. There's too many health risks to have the oven in the house. And, you know, it's hard to tell people that. Like, they don't believe you, or they just don't think anything bad's gonna happen to them if they, you know, heat the vinyl in their house. Like, even in their own oven that they cook in. Oh my gosh. You know, there's people, like, that are quitting reborning all the time because of health issues from heating the vinyl, and it's not the paint, it's the vinyl that you're, you know, getting the poison from. It's not good for you. So eventually I would like to not use Genesis paint anymore. I'd like to just sell off the whole lot and just do the air dry. But I gotta get more comfortable with the air dry to where I can just safely say, okay, I'm done. You know, I can make nice babies with the air dry, and I don't need, you know, the other any longer. I don't want to do Genesis anymore, which I already don't want to do it because, like I said, the health risks that are involved are just, I'm not sure. All that can come to me right now is the COPD. I've heard of a lot of people getting that from the vinyl, so heating it and stuff. And I mean, as long as it's good weather out, I don't mind too much, because I can keep my oven outside. And then also where it's, you know, winter, I worry that the plexiglass or whatever that is, the outer, could crack and break in the cold. And I definitely don't want that, because they're expensive. The parts are expensive to replace. It's like almost cheaper just to buy a whole new oven and then call that done. Okay, how is she? Uh-oh. Alright, so now it's time for me to go, but I just want to see if she's more so matching. No. Alright, so I'm going to do another round of yellow. Good thing I kind of mixed up a lot, or too much. Whew. This heat vent is getting so hot. And then I'm going to go out into the cold though soon. It's actually not bad though. I don't, it's One of my neighbors was telling me the other day that we were gonna have a nice mild winter, and I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. I like that. You know, I can handle that. You know, a nice mild winter, not too much snow, not too much cold. You know, and then I don't know, a couple of weeks ago now she's telling me we're gonna have the worst winter. It's supposed to be terrible, and I'm like, what? What happened to what you were telling me before? So, I don't know. It'd be nice if it's just a mild, kind of coolish, you know, snow every now and then, but then it goes away like it's been doing, is fine with me. So, I guess we will find out, you know, eventually. I don't want to go over her face too much because I don't want her face too yellow. Okay, but she's getting there. It's always better to make your paints nice and thin and be able to add more like I'm doing, because if you made it too yellow, then like I've had to strip a couple of these Realborns, and they are a pain because they go wherever any red is. If you're using air dry, it stays kind of like an orangey color, and oh, it's terrible. I hate it, but yeah, that's what happens. Okay, let's see the arm again. I think she's getting there. I feel like the arm needs more red again. I don't know. I think she's looking good though. Hopefully my head wasn't in there, but I've got to grab a quick drink of water and then I gotta go. But I'll show you her face one more time. I don't know if she's showing up really red in the camera for you, but she looks really red. But she's not that red. She's more, I don't know. She's not that bright of a red. It might just be my camera picking her up like that. But anyway, here is Summer Rain so far. I think she's getting closer to being ready for eyebrows. So that might be my next thing, is the eyebrows. And then I also have Brittany asleep here. Wow, she looks really red. She's not that red. Oh my goodness. She's not red like that. But anyhow, she's coming up after Summer Rain. So Summer Rain will move from my table here over to be rooted while I work on Brittany. I guess you can see Brittany the whole time. Okay, well, I didn't notice. All right, thank you all again so much for watching, and I hope you're having a beautiful day.